I wish the people of the Gulf Coast had power for many reasons, but for one reason, so they could see what's happening today here at Local 10. These are just the hurricane relief checks sent in this morning. Whenever you enter a hurricane zone, nothing goes as planned, and that's exactly what happened to us this afternoon. We came to Punta Gorda with all of these supplies, hoping to drop them off at a Salvation Army site, but there was a terrible rainstorm, and that site had a hole in the roof, so we had to look for Plan B. To give you a better idea, Dr. Skolnick compares Florence's vision problems to a car whose tires are misaligned. The tires may be in good shape, but if they're slightly skewed, the car will never run properly. Christy, I can tell you exactly what Sister Gina Laughlin had to say about that subject this afternoon. In fact, in no uncertain terms, she said today in Washington, she is no longer neutral. She's following her heart and her conscience, and both are telling her that this little boy should stay in the United States, not for any political reasons, but for the emotional well-being of this child. It's very true. Sometimes the things we ask for here on Magnum's Force are not that easy to come by. But then you meet someone like Chris Jenkins, and you know whatever it takes, we have to find some way to help her out. Chris's new van has about 40,000 miles on it compared to the 248,000 miles this van has gone through over the years. As a matter of fact, its last trip was up to Tallahassee for the Knowles-Miami game. Just to make that trip, Chris said they had to pull over 7 times because this baby kept overheating.
It doesn't even look like a storm came by here. It almost looks like a bomb exploded here.
In the small town of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, they knew Katrina was coming, but they couldn't begin to imagine the catastrophic damage she would leave behind.
Wasn't nothing left but the frame. It's only things left.
67-year-old Audrey Hasley is no stranger to ferocious storms.
But this is the 7th hurricane I've been in and lost everything.
Audrey fighting back the tears as she surveys both what's gone and what still remains.
I look at it this way, at least me and my daughter's alive.
Those same emotions are being felt some 12 miles away in the town of D'Iberville, where Hurricane Katrina flattened entire neighborhoods.
Oh, how cool.
Including the house that art teacher Kathy Selmer called home for more than 34 years.
We were getting ready for retirement, and we had been investing money into it so that we didn't have anything to worry about, and it's gone. There's nothing to save.
Oh my God. I wash and I dry.
Who would think a washer and dryer would bring a woman to tears?
We're here for you. Today's your day.
It's a day I've been waiting for a long time.
Well, no more need to wait. We're here to help you.
Thank you so much.
But then again, who would think in this day and age, and in our own backyard, a woman like Mary Herbert would be forced to do her family's laundry in an ice chest by hand.
Oh, yeah. See where I rubbed the skin off them? But I had to do it.
Magnum's Force thought this kind-hearted mother and grandmother of 13 deserved better. And so did the good people at Sudsy's Dry Cleaning on Miami Beach, who, after seeing our story, donated 2 brand new machines.
So this is for you. Is that okay? It's even more fulfilling than I ever imagined. I mean, she touched definitely my heart in a large way.
But Mary's surprises aren't over yet.
We brought you a new stove for you and the kids, so you can
I think I better go sit down.
so you can make some great home cooking.
Because so many people called in to help, Magnum's Force arranged for Mary to get a new stove and a new refrigerator filled with groceries. Just-in-time services and the Progressive Firefighters Association going out of their way to make those things happen.
We saw the story on Channel 10. I think we all can relate to what she's going through. I placed a few calls. They said go for it, and here we are today.
So who would think a washer and dryer would bring a woman to tears? It's not the washer and dryer, not even the refrigerator or the stove. It's the simple act of kindness that made us all cry today.
There are tears of joy and happiness. You know how long I've been praying for this.
From underneath the rubble and the penetrating darkness of Ground Zero in New York emerges a ray of light.
The brightness that I saw was the brightness from the yellow from the safety equipment, the helmets of the firefighters and the rescue workers.
The heroes who piece by piece clear the debris, finding a new foundation for their country to build on.
You know, that yellow means life, it means effort, and it means strength.
But that light could only shine so far, which is why Detective William Corser and 16 other City of Miami police officers traveled to New York to help their brothers in law enforcement.
If they needed us to help clear debris, then we would do that. If they needed us to stand security at barricades, we would do that.
And for 5 long days, this 20-year police veteran was prepared to serve, though not at all prepared for what he saw.
Our hearts go out to them. It's hard to put into words.
Hard to find the words to comfort the families of 59 police officers who died in these attacks. Hard to find the words to comfort the thousands more who continue to risk their lives. But Detective Corser believes the support we show, even here 1,200 miles away, continues to fuel the souls of those doing this impossible job.
New York will survive, the United States will survive, and will survive victoriously. We have strength. We're Americans.
Mark Joyella live in Cocoa Beach. Some of the people in Mark's report talked about going north to Orlando, but they could end up right in the eye of the storm. So the best advice isn't to go north, it is to go west. And that's the advice that's being given tonight in Broward County, where Jeff Wines here is standing by live. Jeff?
Down to New York, what is it like, if you can put into words, to be in this business, and that's kind of the brass ring, to make it to the network and on an incredible show like Good Morning America? How does that feel to you to participate in that?
You know, there are days when I'm guilty taking the check.
This morning, a car packed with explosives went off at a polling station in Pakistan, only 2 days before parliamentary elections are set to be held there. We have some sobering news this morning for condo owners here in South Florida. Several major banks, including Miami-based Bank United, have drawn up a so-called blacklist affecting 191 condo towers. New this morning, dozens of people are dead in southern Afghanistan after a bombing outside of a dogfighting competition. No one has yet claimed responsibility for that attack. In the meantime, in eastern Afghanistan, militants ambushed an Afghan army convoy. During that attack, 1 Afghan soldier and several militants were killed. Well, some superstars of the NBA took time out yesterday to help the people of New Orleans. George Gervin was one of the many stars who came out to the Jackson Center to help rebuild a playground that was lost in Hurricane Katrina.